This is part 2 of my video series on a nonprofit that was partnering with and potentially illegally paying Ryan Reynolds and his business GEI, and the many issues that were found on the tax filings, in my opinion, for this nonprofit. Thanks again to Marified on Reddit, who had mentioned some of the initial social impact fund and GEI connection and some concerns over payments and tax filings. Again, social impact fund is the name of the nonprofit here. Let's get into some of the potential issues. So the other expenses that social impact paid were very high, like 7 to 9 million, with no explanation provided in the tax filings that I can really see for what the money went towards. The Schedule O could have been a place with more information on this, and it states that public financial statements, documents, and conflict of interest policies are available for public inspection upon request. So I do hope to request those and get more information. There's also a very suspicious typo, in my opinion, that was made for multiple years that said MLM Management instead of ML Management. This could have been made to avoid external scrutiny like keyword detection or charity watchdogs. And because ML Management is linked to Ryan Reynolds and his other businesses, this could have been used to avoid triggering IRS disclosures and may potentially indicate a self-dealing relationship, in my opinion. Because the nonprofit provided a schedule saying, I believe that all directors saw and approved the tax filing 990 form, this strengthens the potential case for misrepresentation. Now, this organization also made very large grants with sparse and generic language in the program descriptions. There's only one core program listed annually in recent years. That to me could be a big red flag if they're not giving genuine reporting on programs which cost 12 million or more in some years. They could also be trying to conceal things like inefficiencies or pass-throughs, apparently, with doing this. Also, there were huge fluctuations in revenue to expenses. Like, revenue exceeded expenses by 8 million in 2021, then there was a net loss the next year of almost $1 million, and then a net loss the next year of almost 3 million or so. There could be mismanagement going on or something else. Also, assets depleted a lot between years with no apparent explanation that I can see. Fundraising fees may have been misclassified, possibly obscuring relationships or effectiveness. Let's see. This organization made grants to overseas organizations which can have higher risk burdens, and we don't know if proper vetting was done with the very limited details provided here, in my opinion. They also maintain donor-advised funds, from what I can see, which can potentially be used to obscure donor intent, apparently, or concentrate power. There was also an unexplained drop in investment income, and usually this should track with something like investment strategy changes, to my knowledge, but we don't see something here very apparently from what I see. Staffing also seems very low when they are spending 13 million in 1 year, which could indicate things like over-reliance on external contractors, labor misclassification, and more, I believe. Also, they're using the same accounting firm 3 years in a row, which can mean a lack of independent audit rotation, I believe. What do you guys think of all this?